Hopefully it won't rain, but always enjoy driving this car. Nice ride, very classy. Hey guys, Jared Wesley here of Live Traders, back for another trade review, okay? I talk to you guys a lot about focus, especially if you're an early morning trader off the open, okay? Much of the work that you do to be a profitable trader, guys, is done, okay? That work is done before the market ever opens. I do most of that work between 8:45 a.m. and 9:15 or 9 o'clock to 9:25 in the morning. So I put together a pre-market watch list. I want you to take a quick look at that watch list. This is the list that I post into the chat room every single morning, okay? So today, long watches, you can see them right here, guys. PTLA, RACE, SHAK, and WTW. Those were my long watches. Now, I also have short watches, but those four stocks were my main long watches today, also because the gaps were so good on those stocks. That's why they were my main watches, okay? So you'll notice, guys, 3 minutes into the day, I'm calling a trade on RACE, on SHAK, on WTW, 9:33, 9:33, 9:34 in the morning, okay? Now, that focus is what allows you to make money. But remember, one of the topics I keep talking about recently is reality trading. None of this bullshit trading, okay? People talking about turning $500 into $100,000 in 35 days. That's horseshit, okay? I want to talk about real trading with real money and a real account, okay? So let's take a look at each one of those ideas and decide why I took them. Okay, so the first one was on SHAK, SHAK. So look at the daily chart in front of us here, okay? We have a pivot right here, guys, at 48.21, all right? 3 or 4 resting days here after a big 2-day move. So after a 2-day move, the stock needs to rest. The way I want you guys to think about that is simple, okay? If you ran a marathon, and as soon as you finished the marathon, somebody said, hey, I need you to go do it again. That's hard. That's not an easy thing to do. You need a little bit of rest. Well, that's exactly what SHAK needed, right? 2 wide range bars. Now notice those wide range green bars right here moved deep into this pivot resistance area from December and January. So the more the penetration into that area, the more likely it is to break it, right? So the deeper level of penetration, the higher likelihood it's going to break that area. But the problem is, after 2 huge green days up, you need a resting period, okay? So that's exactly what SHAK did over the last 4 days, okay? It rested in these narrow ranges. Then today, so we have the line in the sand right about $48.25. That's the area we would like to see SHAK get above, okay? So anything over 48.24 on today's gap, I'm interested in it, okay? Somewhat unfortunately, it gapped up a lot, right? It gapped up to about $53, okay? So it really only needed to gap to 48.25 and it gapped to 53. It gapped almost $5 more than it needed to, about 8 or 10% more than it needed to, okay? That's in the acceptable range, okay? If it's 20 or 30%, I'm going to have to push this aside and not trade it. Now, if this was a $2 stock, that's different. The percentage doesn't matter. But on the higher dollar stocks, the percentage does matter. So this stock gaps above the 48.25 area up to 53. Wow, in a market that opens flat. So it immediately has relative strength and it immediately has room to go higher. So this is a top watch idea. So let's drill down, guys. Let's go to a 1-minute chart here. Okay, move all the way over here. Now you can see what I'm looking at. The first 2 bars of the day go right up to $54, and then it leaves this area right here. So the 2-minute chart, it's actually a little bit nicer on this. So let's go to the 2-minute, okay? Wow, look at that, guys. A wide range green bar, okay, shows the buyers and the commitment that they have for the stock, okay? The institutional money, look at that, 50,000 shares on that. Then a narrow range red bar, and then blast off. So my call for this, and you can see my trade call right here, okay, was over $54 with a stop loss at $54.50. If you really wanted to, you could put the stop loss at $53.27 down there. Okay, I choose to use the tighter stop at $53.50. Now, my intention here, guys, My intention here was to see this stock pop about 30, 40 cents and then add back to it. So you'll notice I only took 250 shares on the initial pop, right? I was share sizing for possible slippage, okay? Very small risk. We talked about this in yesterday's video. I leg into my trades, all right? Today is an example of SHAK where it was kind of a negative lay into the trades, right? So in this case, I didn't have the opportunity to add back to this position. By the time it got to $56 or $57, it was too extended for me to want to add back on a high of the day. Now, if this thing had pulled back to 54 or 54.30, I would have added back with the ultimate goal to get about 1,000 shares of this. And ultimately, the goal was to make about $1,000, 800 to $1,000. Unfortunately, I had to settle for $188. Okay, now I could have let this thing go, but I don't like to stay in my trades that long. I'm a very jittery type trader when it comes to that, and I'm proud to admit that. Why? I've spent many years in trading, guys, trying to figure out a way to hold stocks for hours. I can't do it. Now, why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because trading is a very personal game. It's a very mental game. You're going to have a lot of gurus out there, a lot of professionals out there that don't own Ferraris like I do, that don't fly in private jets like I do, okay? That don't do those things, which means you have to be skeptical a little bit about what they're really doing as traders. I'm showing you, okay? So we show here on the SHAK, I have tried many, many, many different management strategies through the years. Many strategies through the years. And I've come to find out that scalping suits me best. 1 minute and 2 minute scalping is my forte. It's my specialty. That's why my name on StockTwits is Scalp Master. That's why my name on Twitter is Scalp Master. That's why my name on Instagram is Scalp Master. Scalp Master 1 to be exact, okay? So in this case, I was looking to try to add back at about 54.50. Instead, it just kept popping and I legged out of the position. I took a little bit off at the high here, all right, at 54.60 or so, and then I took a little bit more over 55, okay? So it was that area, all right, that I got out of this, but I was hoping it would pull back and give me another opportunity. It just never did. So it is what it is. I made 188 bucks on it. It's not a lot of money, guys. So yesterday and today, kind of McDonald's money, all right? Not getting those $700 winners that I wanted to. But now let's move on. Back into the reality trading, guys. See, this is really, really, really important, all right? I cannot stress this enough because nobody talks about it, all right? Nobody talks about it. Just here, Jared Wesley at Live Traders. Nobody else talks about it. Are you ready? Race, okay? R-A-C-E. What a beautiful play today. I called race, guys. All right, if I look over here, race, $135 by $134.50. Right above that area, okay? 135 with a stop loss right there at 134.50. This thing popped 76 cents. Now, we could have bought it on the pullback, but the first pullback was too shallow. What I'm trying to get at is this, guys. This stock completely skipped me. I put my order at 134.99. and I gave it about 10 or 15 cents. Blew right through my order and I got 0 shares of this stock, okay? And that's frustrating because, well, it's at the high of the day now at 137.38. And that's $2 from now, okay? So if I go over here and I take a look, all right? So let's see, all orders, see it? Entry for race, 300 shares, leg into the position, okay? 134.98 by 135.06. I only gave it 8 cents. Honestly, I probably should have given it about 12 cents, all right? But starting my order at 134.98, I was fairly certain I was gonna get filled on that thing, okay? I didn't. I got completely skipped. None of the gurus, none of the professionals talk about getting skipped. And they're gonna give you some bullshit line like, well, he's obviously not as good as he says he is if he's getting skipped on trades, because I never get skipped on trades and I have a 97% batting average. Guys, get over yourselves, okay? Realities of trading are you take slippage on exits when you stop out. You take slippage on entries, and sometimes you get partial fills, and sometimes you get full lot fills, and sometimes you get completely skipped, guys. This book, Professional Trading Strategies, right here, okay? Professional Trading Strategies. There's an 80-page chapter, 80 pages, guys, on how to enter trades. There's no other course I've ever seen that even has a chapter on order entry. All right, I'm a professional trader. I've been doing this on Wall Street from college to own my own business now doing it, okay? I know what I'm talking about. I know how to not get skipped, but guess what? Every once in a while you get skipped. I've taken 3 skips, guys, in my last 100 trades. That's 3%. That's not bad, but they all happened last week and this week, okay? So I wanted to be in race. It's a beautiful opportunity, a beautiful play, and it just skipped me. Now, I probably could have gotten in later and chose not to. It's Friday, shut it down early. Now, let's go one more. WTW, okay? Whoo, look at this bad boy, guys. 73 by 72, that's where I wanted it. Wide bar, narrow bar, right there at $73. Guys, you can see it on the order entry. $71.99, guys. $71.99 is where I was trying to get this stock. Blew right through me. Blew right through me. Okay, right. Sorry, $72.99 by $73.08, guys. Blew right through me. Now, again, this is an area where I probably should have given this about 15 cents instead of 9 cents. Okay, so I take the blame for that, all right? That's on me. That's reality trading. I should have given each one of those a few more pennies, but even giving them a few more pennies, you're not guaranteed to get filled there, right? You're hoping you'll get filled there, but you're not guaranteed. And guess what happened? From 73 all the way to 76.65, $3.65. And as you can see over here on the $1 stop loss, it went 3.5 to 1, 3.6 to 1. Guys, this was a day I should have made $2,000 or $3,000. Right? I should have been in race and WTW and SHAK and added back to each of those positions. Worst case, make 1,500. Actual, about 185 bucks today. That was actual. Guys, that's reality trading. Okay? People don't trust me to manage their money and run a hedge fund, and I don't have tens of millions of dollars in real estate, and I'm not a successful trader over 15 years because I'm stupid. But nothing is perfect in this world, okay? I'm trying to be straight with you guys. I'm trying to be honest with you guys in that you do get skipped on some of these trades, even with your best intention. And here, this is an example of where I should have given them more room, so I'll make that adjustment. Like you have a bad basketball game, you make a couple adjustments for next time, okay? So probably I should have gotten skipped on one of these 3 trades today, not 2 of the 3 trades. But if I had gotten filled on all 3, we'd be having ourselves a $2,000 or $3,000 day, and that's my goal, guys. My goal is simply to make $1,000 or $2,000 a day. I take that money, I push it into other investments, other long-term trading. Guys, there's limits to what you can make in day trading. $200,000 to $500,000 a year is that limit. $200,000 to $500,000 a year. After that, you have to do swing trading, you have to do core trading, and you have to take your money and put it into other investments, which is what I've done, okay? So when you see those Ferraris that I drive and that I own, I have my title in hand, paid cash. And when you see me flying privately, it's not all from trading, it's from real estate and trading, but it started with trading, making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 in a year, and then moving that money into other investments. And it's taken me 10, 12, 15 years to build up that level of net worth. You can do it too, though, guys. You don't need $1 gazillion to be a great trader. You need patience, discipline, and time. None of this, oh my gosh, I can teach you to be a great trader in 15 hours. Well, I can teach you how to be a great trader on paper, but you got to cut your teeth, guys, okay? You have to understand that it's a mental game, and to be really, really good at it, okay, it takes a lot of time, guys. And in that, too many traders fail before they ever start because they've failed to plan properly. I'm telling each and every one of you guys out there, I don't care what anybody else in the industry says. You know, some of these other companies, maybe they spend more money on marketing than I do. I don't know, okay? But I'm telling you straight, 1 to 3 years. If you don't have 1 to 3 years, don't start this business. Don't start this business if you don't have 1 to 3 years to dedicate to it. That doesn't mean you have to quit your day job. That doesn't mean that at all. You can do this part-time. You can. Guys, I only trade about 1.5 hours a day. I have other businesses that I run, real estate properties. You guys see me traveling all over the country, all over the world. Okay, in fact, in 2 weeks, I'm going to Pennsylvania. Then I'm flying to San Luis Obispo for business. Then I'm flying to Alabama after that. Then I'm flying back to New York for business. Then I'm flying to Japan. So in a 4-week period, I'm going to be in 5 different states and 3 different countries. I'll be in Canada as well. That's busy, guys, but I love this. Why? It's the greatest meritocracy there is. There's nobody to blame for success except yourself. There's nobody to blame for failure except yourself. Okay? So when I got skipped on WTW and race today, that's me. Okay? Now, Even if I gave it 20 cents, could I still have been skipped? Possibly, yes, possibly. That's reality trading, guys. Okay, maybe I should start a company called Reality Trading. Okay, none of this horse shit that everybody else is doing out there, guys. All right, I know what I'm doing. I wrote this book. It's 600 pages. Okay, so I want you guys to understand. Focus in the mornings. You have to have that gap list before the market ever opens. Okay, and then you trade those stocks that are on your list. Put together a favorites list, which is like a super focus list. And I've shown you up over here. This was my pre-market list. These are my favorites. Guess what I trade? Only my list and only my favorites. If you want to be a successful trader, guys, you have to be realistic with your approach and you have to focus. You also have to give it time. 1, 2, 3 years. You're not going to be crazy successful. Like this, guys, it's just bullshit. $550 into 120 grand in 42 days. Stop. Just stop. Okay? Maybe after 10 years you could do that, but even that's hard. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this trade review, guys. I hope you'll join me for our Live Traders open house on Tuesday, May 8th. I think there's only about 20 spots left. Yesterday there were 50 spots left. Now there's only 20 spots left. All right, Tuesday, May 8th. Free open house, guys. Free open house. You can watch me take these trades like SHAK and Race and WTW live. All right, so have a good one, guys. Jared Wesley. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.
Beautiful sunrise.